and welcome to our 30-day ab challenge. I'll tell you what happened. This past week, my friend Sarah Marie and I were talking, and as we do on Facebook, we were posting things back and forth, and we had seen that one of our lovely clients had posted something about a 30-day ab challenge, and she said, would you do it? I would do it, I would do it, you would do it. So we decided to put that out there and see how many of our friends and how many of our clients might love to come along on this journey of a 30-day ab challenge. So I was looking at the program and I thought, this is great. Tomorrow's the first day of June, and what a great time to get started at the beginning of the summer. We know we're going on holidays, we've got a little bit extra time maybe, or just generally want to get ourselves in shape. So as I was looking at the program, I thought, you know what, I'm not sure that this is as safe as I would want to do for myself. It's definitely not as safe as I would want to give out to anybody else, and as a Pilates instructor, I am very, very conscious about just the way that the body's held, alignment, injury prevention, and all that good stuff. So I decided I would redesign the program just a little bit safer, and thought that I would put it forth and maybe put a video together. So what we've done is I have redesigned the 30-day ab program so that each week is going to be a little bit different, and just following this video is a little video of the 4 exercises that are going to be starting this week. So what we're going to do every week is give you a little video tutorial. I'm going to be demonstrating with Sarah Marie as well, and we're going to post a little video so that you can see how all the exercises are to be done correctly. This is really great because you can do it in your own time. It's going to take you 15 minutes, and the results that you'll get in abdominal work, so focused in, is going to be quick and effective, and you're really going to see some great results. So I just wanted to remind you, make sure if you decide to come along on our journey with us, take before and after pictures so that we can all share them and see just the great results. Now, we can put it in a private group so that you don't have to show it into the world, or maybe just show us on your phone when we see you the next time that we do. So I hope you enjoy the video. I hope that if you have any questions, find us on Facebook. You can either find Sarah Marie on her page or me and Jessica on my page as well, and we look forward to this position. I'd like you to keep your legs bent and your hips parallel to the floor. In this position, I want you to make sure that you don't change the shape or move the pelvic area at all. What we're going to do is take our hands right behind the head and keep about keep your chin off of your chest. With your elbows open to the side, not allowing the elbows to come inward at all, we're just going to take a little breath out. We're going to exhale and come up. Pulling the tummy into the spine as we come back. Inhale, and we exhale, and inhale. You're coming up as high as you can, and as high as you feel that there starts to be a little bit of challenge happening in the abdominal wall. Every time you come up, you'll have an exhale and inhale. So this is just a really simple abdominal crunch. What I don't want you to do is come all the way up with momentum, because you really don't work the abdominals. The second exercise that I'm going to demonstrate is an oblique crisscross. So our oblique muscles are our side muscles. This is the one that really pulls in our waistline and makes it really nice and tight. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our knees stay in the same parallel line as our hips, so that there's no twisting at all. And we're going to take our hands behind our head again. We're going to exhale, and we're going to think about taking the opposite shoulder to the knee. We're going to exhale and come up. Notice my tummy pulls down and in as I come up on the exhale. We inhale and come down. Now exhale, coming up and coming down. Now you'll see in the repetitions that are on the 30-day ab challenge that you've got numbers, like how many repetitions you're to do every day. So if I'm doing something that is one-sided, I have to do it on the other side. And whenever we're looking at the repetitions, you have to know that it's not 20 in total, it's 20 on each side. So if I was to do 1 repetition, I would go over to my left side and come back and exhale and come to the other side, and that would be 1 repetition. So just be really clear on that. The third exercise that we're going to do, we're actually going to take our head and neck down, make sure that our tummy is still really well engaged and that we've got a parallel of the pelvic area to the floor so that we're not tilting in and especially not tilting out. This is the one that I'm most concerned about for safety. I just want you to make sure that you have relatively no gap between your lower back and your mat or the floor. And I want you to take your legs straight up to the ceiling. Now in this position, it doesn't really matter if your legs are pointed or not. But what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to let your lower back come up off the floor. You can keep your arms down and really pull the tummy in. In this position, you're going to lower the legs to where you find it to be very challenging. Exhale. Lifting it up, bringing it right back to the 90-degree angle if you can. Exhale. Pulling the tummy in and lifting it up. As you get stronger, this will get lower, as long as you're not taking the back up off of the floor. So you'll know yourself where the place is that you need to stop before you bring the legs back in. And that's our leg lower, instead of legs raising. Taking the position here and lifting the legs two at a time up is just a little bit too strenuous for our back, so we really want to avoid that. The other exercise that we're going to start with this week is a plank. Now I'm going to give you quite a good plank to start off with, and that we're going to start with our elbows. So the best way to get into this position is to go ahead and start on your hands and knees. We're going to take our elbows all the way down to the floor so that the elbows are just below the shoulders. In this position, I want you to make sure that you're looking straight down towards the mat and not looking up or around. It's just a bit too much strain on the back of the neck. In this position, we're going to push the elbows down so that we don't sink down into them, and think about making a little bit of space between the shoulder blades so that they're opening up to the side. In this position, really hold the tummy in, and we're going to take our legs down. Now I know that my bum is a little bit too high, so I'm going to lower it so that I'm making a straight line from the back of my heels all the way to the top of my head. And in this position, I'm going to engage my glutes, I'm going to engage my hamstrings, I'm going to engage every single muscle in my whole body. I'm going to press down against the floor and hold my tummy in. You're going to hold that for an allotted amount of seconds, and you can hear how difficult it is because I'm already losing my breath. So we're going to take inhales and exhale, pulling the tummy in. And you can come out of that safely by coming down on your knees. At the end of your ab workout, you can stretch your arms forward. And another lovely, wonderful stretch to do is on your tummy, taking your arms out to the side, pressing up, stretching through the abdominals, making sure not to take the head back at all, but just looking straight ahead, pressing the shoulders down. So in all of those positions, make sure that you get up very slowly, make sure that you do everything safely, and well done on taking the 30-day challenge. I look forward to seeing your before and after pictures. Make sure that you take them, and you'll see our videos coming in the next week. So thank you very much.